Hello, friends, and welcome to Pathologic, Volume 7, Episode 16. Today we are going to be playing a Tapa-Like Loop, which is a bit of a hybrid, so we'll take a little bit of extra care as we take a look at the rules. In a Tapa-Like Loop, we will draw a non-intersecting loop through the centers of some empty cells. This is the same loop rule that we see in many puzzles. We're going to be drawing this line horizontally and vertically only, and we don't have to be using every cell in the grid. Clues represent the numbers of consecutive cells occupied by the loop each time it enters the up to 8 cells surrounding the clue. So think of these clues as having a domain around them of the 8 surrounding cells, and the numbers represent the path lengths within that area. So the 8 tells us that all 8 of these cells are involved in the loop, and they're all visited in one stretch of 8. The same with this 4. It's saying that 4 of these 5 cells are involved in the loop, and they are all seen within a single pass. This 1-7, on the other hand, means that though all 8 are included, because 1 plus 7 is 8, it's saying we see 7, and then we leave and come back and see 1 more. So you can see 7 right there, and 1 right there. Those are the rules of Tapa-Like Loop, so it's time to solve a puzzle. Today's Tapa-Like Loop was set by Eric Fox. We have quite a variety of clues. I am going to start with small ones because the 2 here in the corner is very interesting to me. That's going to tell us that the loop visits this surrounding neighborhood exactly 1 time, and it sees only 2 cells. And so I think that eliminates 3 of the cells from consideration immediately. These 3, because if the loop were to enter here, it would need to visit both sides of that cell, and this number would be a 3 at least. So these 3 cells all have that property and are all right out. That is going to be the case with this 1-1 clue, though that's a little more delicate. This one's clearly not part of the loop, because that would make a loop of size 3. And this one is not, because it would need to be a turn, and then there'd be a loop of at least size, or a segment of at least size 2. So that's out. This is out by symmetry. And the interesting thing to me is that kind of cascades, because now that this is marked out, we can look at this cell and say, if this was part of the loop, then we would enter and leave on these 2 sides, giving us a 2 here as well. So those are both out symmetrically. If this were part of the loop, it's either going to go straight through this way, or it's going to turn one way or the other. All of those are more than 1 cell in this neighborhood, so that's out. So just by inspecting this, we can tell that this and this are the places where that 1 cell happens, and they've got to look like these, which is our start. Okay, the 8, that is saying all 8 of these are part of the loop, and there's a single visit where it does that. So it is, well, no matter what, you can see that it has to go around this side, and it has to come down here. It can't escape yet, it's got to go down there. So actually, because of our work over here, we've found one end of it, and it's got to go all the way around to meet 8 in one go, and then come down here. This will need to be part of the 3, not the 1, because there's no way to escape immediately. We're going to see a second cell. If we went left, we'd see 1, 2, 3 more. We'd see a total of 4 at least, and that's not allowed. So it's going to go to the east, and we've got to see 3, because we can't see 1 and 2 isn't in the list. So we're just going to see 3, and then we're going to leave the area, which tells us we turn. And then we'll come back here for a 1, which I can do, but I am more interested in this loop not closing prematurely. So this has to turn over here and keep on going through, which gives us one of the 3s we need in this 2, 3, 3. This will have to turn south, which is good because we have a 2 or a 3 to fill there. 2, 3, and 3 add up to 8. So we are going to use all the cells here. So this one is included, and we've got to turn in that cell. Let's go back to the 1, 3, which I said I could do. We've got to enter the neighborhood and exit it immediately, and that can only happen at a corner. Anywhere else, and we'd see 2 cells minimum. So where are our corners? These are, I guess you could think of these as corners, but they're up against a wall, so they don't actually work regardless. So this is going to have to be the corner with the 1 in it, and we're not going to see any of the other cells. The loop can't go in here now because it's a dead end. So we're going to see our 2 cells from here, and then turn away, and that's not part of the loop. This is all gone very smoothly, so on what's next? The 7, probably. If we didn't visit this cell, then, well, 7 is all but 1. Where could the missing one be? It can't be up here anywhere, because then we'd have dead ends. So the loop's got to go through this up here. It's got to come through here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's all forced, and we've completely taken care of our quota. So that's not in. This comes down here. Okay, 4 and a 2 is intriguing, but it's going to be, I kind of see what's going to happen. I don't want to think through proving it quite yet. So I am going to look at this 2, 3, 3, because it's going to be done. 2, 3, this is only 2, but it's the only one that can extend to become the last 3 we need. And then south there. Okay, this 3, 3. This end can't go south, because if it did, it would be in 1, 2, 3, 4 cells, and we have a max of 3. So this goes north, meets up with that. There's the 3 that we need. We can't have the loop enter here because it would be a dead end. Likewise here. And we're only left with 3 cells for our remaining 3 contiguous. So it's these 3, and they both have to leave. This little loose end cannot be the 1 that this clue needs, because this can't escape anymore. In fact, let's just think about that another way. We already talked about how a 1 in any clue has to be at a corner, and that corner has to be escapable on the 2 outside edges of the 3x3 square. So this has to be, even if we hadn't have any other information in the grid, this would still have to be the 1 of the 1, 6. So that is the 1. So this has to start off the 6. We can't go north. There's not enough room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then leave. This clue's happy. This cell is never visited. We can't close this too early, the brown, so this has got to go north instead. And we have the 2 accounted for. We just need the 4. So this will go east, north, and then when it connects up here, we'll have our 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is how we solve a Tapa-Like loop.